Hi everyone, it's Najwa here, and today I'm going to show you how I make mini Pavlovas. First, we're going to separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. For this recipe, you're just going to use the egg whites, and make sure that you start with a clean bowl. You don't want to have any water or oil inside the bowl. Make sure that none of the egg yolks get into the egg whites, or it won't whip up at all. We're going to start with the meringue. I'm just going to mix up the egg whites on low speed, just until it bubbles up a little bit. This is just to break down the egg whites. So when it's nice and foamy like this, we can start adding in the sugar. I'm going to add in the sugar a tablespoon at a time while whisking up the meringue. This is to ensure that the sugar will dissolve inside the meringue and there won't be any grainy bits. Once all the sugar is in, you're going to scrape the sides because there might be some sugary bits that didn't get blended into the meringue. And then we're going to whip this up to a stiff peak, and you're going to do that on high speed. You'll know that your meringue is at stiff peak when you slowly lift up the whisk and it stands straight up. It's short and pointy. Or you can flip over the bowl. You can test if your meringue is ready by taking a little bit of the meringue and rubbing it in between your fingers just to check for the sugar granules. It should be smooth and there isn't like bits that you can feel in between your fingers. Now I'm going to add in some cream of tartar. You can also use lemon juice if you can't find cream of tartar. And some vanilla extract. And you're just going to mix this on low speed. Once that's well combined, you're going to add in some cornstarch. You're just going to fold it until it's well combined. For the mini pavlova today, I'm using this piping bag that I've placed a round piping tip. And I'm just going to fill up with the meringue. So here I've got my baking tray with parchment paper. I'm just going to squeeze out a little bit of the meringue just to help the parchment stay in place. So here I'm using a round cutter today. I'm just going to place it down like that, and I'm just going to fill up the mold with the meringue. Just squeeze it. Make sure you get to the sides as well. Piping tip stays inside. And then slowly lift and swirl. And then you want to gently lift the mold. Ta-da! Before you start making your meringue, make sure you preheat your oven at 130 degrees Celsius. So I'm just going to use my offset spatula here. You can use a teaspoon if you want, just to create an indentation in the middle. This is so that your cream can sit nicely in the center. We're going to bake this at 130 degrees for 10 minutes, and then we're going to turn down the oven at 100 degrees and bake for another 1 hour and a half. Once the meringue has completely cooled in the oven, you're going to start on your whipped cream topping. Here I've got some cream. Make sure that it's cold. And I'm going to sift in some icing sugar. We're just going to start on low speed. Just going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to fill the cream in a piping bag with a star nozzle piping tip. This one is a Wilton 1E. There we have it, mini Pavlovas. For the full recipe, the link is in the description below. Try it for yourself, and if you enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more recipes.